Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching. So, wanted to talk about borrowing tools on the job site. Now, I categorize tool borrowing into two categories: the short borrow and the long borrow. Let's talk about the long borrow first. The long borrow kind of falls into two subcategories. You have it constitutes a tool that you don't own that someone else on the job site does. And in some cases, it is understood that that person is providing that tool in order to complete the job because it is well known that the other people on the job do not own that tool. And he is usually being compensated by the owner of the company for that providing of that tool. In those cases, it is just understood. You grab the tool, you don't need to ask. You've been told that you have permission to use this tool during this job, but you need to be very respectful of that tool because it is his, it is not the company's. And it's going to be very complicated for him, and in some cases impossible, depending on the company, to get compensated if that tool gets damaged. On the other cases, he is not being, it is not understood that he's providing that tool. It is just out of the goodness of his heart that he is providing it on a limited basis to people in the company. And in those cases, you need to be even more respectful and you need to ask daily. Not you didn't ask, you asked the first day, it is not covered every single day in the future. You need to ask daily to borrow that tool and you need to be respectful of it because he is doing that out of the goodness of his heart. Now, let's talk about the short borrow. Short borrow is very simple. It's a tool, basic tool that you own, that you usually have with you, that is not on your person at the time, and you need it for a second, and you see someone that you're working with, or perhaps another trade that has the tool, a utility knife, a hammer, something basic that everybody owns that you don't have at the moment, but you just need for a second. Two basic rules with this. Don't damage that tool while you are using it. If it's something that is going to damage the tool, don't ask, just get your own. If and make sure that it is a short borrow. You use it, you give it back. Never, ever borrow a basic tool that you own for a long period of time. That other person's going to need that tool, and he probably doesn't have extras of it. So, a utility knife that you need, don't borrow it for the day, borrow it for the minute, and then give it back. If you follow these simple rules, you will not be labeled as a jerk on the job site. Thanks for watching.